Say man. This your boy AJ of the D Thought. I'm back at it again, once again. So now, I'm back at it again with a brand new video, man. As y'all can see, we're about to talk about the whole Jim Jones controversy regarding him saying he's better than Nas. Nas ain't on his level, and all that types of BS. So Jim Jones did an interview with Fat Joe and Jadakiss probably a few days ago, and he sparked a lot of outrage on the internet, calling himself talking about Nas and saying that he's better than Nas. Not only saying he's better than Nas, but he got a bigger catalog than Nas. And saying that Nas is not on his level. So we finna check out the original clip from the Joe and Jada podcast. Shout out to Fat Joe and Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? The clip comes from Top One Stop. So shout out to Top One Stop on YouTube for the actual Joe and Jada clip. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I do and use is fair use. So we finna get into this video real quick, man. I ain't finna waste no time. Let's get it.
Yo, he looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying, Nas is like a god.
In my era too. I mean,
so to be compared,
let me that young kid.
He was young, and we loved that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break it down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas, but remember Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade.
Yes.
So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy, that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know. But
you know what I mean?
A lot of them know.
Man, look here, bro. Excuse me. I don't even know why is this even a conversation, bro. And this ain't no knock on Jim Jones. I feel like Jim Jones, he's a rapper that made his own lane after the Diplomats fell off. After Cameron went his separate ways, and you know Jewel ended up going his separate way, Jim Jones had to find his own lane. And he ended up finding it, you know, when he ended up having this one and only hit song, Ballin', back in 08 or 07. I can't remember what year. But I was in not elementary, hell no. I was in middle school when that song came out. And probably the only album that I like from Jim Jones, that Hustlers POME, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But I always felt like Jim Jones had a funny career, you feel me? Like, and it's like the last 5 years, he been doing a whole bunch of clout chasing in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything he been doing, especially after the verses, it feel like he really been clout chasing. He's really been trying his hardest to keep himself relevant or to stay relevant or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't know, bro. Let's get back to the rest of the clip, man.
Yes.
But it's the
Some music.
No,
Some kids that.
no, I love that.
There's some kids that love hip hop.
20, so I mean,
But he's your son.
He's your son.
He's your son.
No, but he knows.
My son,
I mean, they know about
my son
Nas.
can't tell
What?
you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like,
let's
keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because they'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word? When it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers.
We made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget, I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself. Gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. You know, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries. Then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. But I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into.
And the problem with that is you going off the numbers, Jim Jones. Even with the numbers, you still not messing with Nasir Jones. You still not messing with Nas, bro. Even with the numbers, you still not messing with Nas. Like, what is we talking about? Like, let's keep it all the way funky, bro. I admit, I say the last 5 years of your rap career that you still rapping, you done had some junts. You done had some decent projects that done came out. You feel what I'm saying? And again, there's no knot to Jim Jones. But I get sick and tired of niggas trying to compare themselves, bro. I get tired of MFers comparing themselves. Bro, you a dope artist. There's some people like the young kid you talking about. You got some people that like Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? There's no hate for Jim Jones, but stop it, bro. Why are you trying to compare yourself to Nas? Nas was already considered a legend after he had dropped Illmatic. Like, people done already had put Nas in their top 5s or top 10s or whatever you want to call it after he had dropped Illmatic. And we just talking about one album. We ain't getting into It Was Written. We ain't going to his catalog. Hell, we ain't gonna talk about the last album run that Nas just had with Hit Boy. So it's like, bruh, you have a solid career. Jim Jones got a solid career. A solid career as part of a group and solo. But stop it, bro. Stop it.
Numbers, and I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the Billboard entries, pull up Nas Billboard entries, then pull up my Billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there. I want to go down the line now, because now we going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
let's go statistically.
It feels great.
But
man, I'm like Jada Kids, bro. I'm just like Jada. Like, I'm sick of this. I'm so sick of this, bro. First of all, Nas is an MC. You is a rapper. There's a reason why Nas had to respond to Jay-Z once they beef got real. Like, bro. Bro. Nas rap with, well, he never did a song with Biggie, but him and Biggie had back and forths back in the day. Like, bruh, you can't hold a candle to that type of shit, Jim Jones. Like, for real. Like it's real. Like, bruh, you worrying about Nas. You might need to worry about Cameron. You might need to worry about that. Or matter of fact, you might just need to worry about your own rap career. You ain't got to compare yourself to Nas, bro. You ain't got to compare yourself to Nas. I don't even know how the hell this conversation was even brought up in the first place, man. But let's continue.
But I want to go statistically because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
Forget about the numbers. My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip hop culture have a problem. Is a thing, and there's nothing. The world goes off numbers, but in hip hop, we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way.
Fact.
And sometimes it's even myself.
Fact.
So it gets no other genre of music. Fucking, I don't even know who to use.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, hip hop is like basketball.
Jelly Roll's never gonna say that about
hip hop is like basketball. John Morant get on a call with LeBron. He's going to kill LeBron. So this is what this is about.
Any of that shit is murder.
This is what this is about. There's nothing that could. There's never is me. You putting me up against anybody. I'm taking me every time. Every time.
Okay, but let me say something though, Jim. Let me say,
every category,
Jim,
I get busy.
You started off saying you grew up watching Nas. The only problem,
I didn't take that away from
the only situation I'm saying now to you, right? There is no situation.
I always tell people
kids should worship you.
You fucking started.
No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing. I did not know it was going there.
Because you're really friends with him.
He gonna be mad.
We're gonna stop it right there, man. These folks finna start arguing, man. These folk crazy, man. Shout out to One Top Stop and shout out to Kiss and Jada for the clip, by the way. And that's the thing though, like, bro, Jim Jones, you done had a solid career. And this ain't no bullshit. You done had a solid career. Because there's some folks that never believed in you. Cause hell, everybody would tell, the whole world would tell you, everybody loved Cameron out the Diplomats. Second right behind him was Jewel. And everybody knows that. Didn't no one think about Jim Jones for real. Until Jim Jones got out his own way and started making a way. Which he did. He made his way, had a hit album, had a hit song. You know what I'm saying? He ran it up. You gotta admit, Ballin' was probably what? Ballin' was the biggest song of what? 2008? 2007? I'm not sure. I can't remember. So you done found your way in this shit. The problem is you talking as if you really just ran something. And that ain't true. And that's all people are trying to find out as to why you trying to compare yourself to Nas. Again, you a good rapper. You a good average rapper. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hell, some would consider you a legend, which you is because you part of the Diplomats. But bruh, you ain't got to try to compare your legacy to a Nas. Nas is right here. Like, Nas is literally up here. And anyone else is like down here or whatever the case may be. And you already know who gonna be up there with Nas. This part is the upper echelon. You feel me? So, that's all a real one is saying. Like, bro, you ain't gotta compare yourself. You alright how you is. All that talking about you better than Nas and all that, bro, man, stop it, bro. You just need to go and come out and say that all of that was clout chasing. You were just clout chasing, trying to get some reaction. Cause I know in the world you don't believe that shit. I know you don't. But either way, Jim Jones responded back and doubled down on his Nas comments on Nightcap, which resulted into Shannon Sharpe and Jim Jones actually going at one another live on Nightcap. So we're going to check that out real quick, man. Shout out to the brother Self-Taught for the video you did. everything I use, everything that I do is under fair use. So we're gonna check out this quick video of self-talk. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharp and Jim Jones going at one another because of the Nas comments. Let's get it.
Come see me work however you want to do it.
Oh, we could do
Since
that.
you like to talk that ish, now come see me.
Talking about
Come
working
see
out.
me work however you want to do it.
We talking about
Since you got money,
and we talking about
put your
working
money
out,
where your mouth feels.
Okay. So in today's video, we got to talk about Shannon Sharp and Jim Jones getting into a heated confrontation live on Shannon Sharp's podcast, Nightcap with Ocho. And before I get into that, guys, I want to break down everything because I know a lot of people were wondering why is these clips coming out of Shannon Sharp getting into it with Jim Jones over Nas. So this conversation started from this podcast that said this.
Saying Jim Jones has more hits than Nas.
I'm from New Jersey. We grew up on.
And this is the original clip that started all of this unnecessary controversy. Some young brother talking about Jim Jones have more hits than Nas. I don't know where the hell that come from, but this young brother said it. And from there, we ended up getting with what you see today. But let's get back to the video.
On balling.
That's one.
We did not grow up on one mic. Pop Champagne, Summer in Miami. That's a classic.
If I Rule the World. How's that comparable to those songs you just said?
I'm 22. Every Nas song that my man's MJ played, we said we heard that from what, Dub?
2K.
3 influential people regarding dressing.
But
swag. Jim Jones is top 3.
But Nas influenced Jim Jones.
Cap, Chrome Hearts, and the BB Simon's belt.
Then he gonna say cap. But literally, there's literally a newspaper article of Jim Jones talking about Nas and saying that Nas changed everything for him. One of his inspirations, and that is quoted on the newspaper article. So how in the world is a 22-year-old gonna try to tell someone like me about hip-hop and Nas or Jim Jones? I'm just saying, I'm 31, bro. I think I know a little something. I've been around long enough to know a little something. I'm just saying.
And all that, Jim Jones is like top.
I apologize for the ads. We're gonna skip that real quick. You know what I'm saying?
So Jim Jones was on Fat Joe podcast responding to that, and this is what Jim Jones said on Fat Joe podcast.
We're gonna fast forward this because we already had spoke on this clip. We already spoke on this video. We're gonna fast forward this real quick.
15 albums.
This
So
is
what I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there. I want to go down the line now because now we going down the line.
So Jim Jones has 3 albums that went top 10, and he has 9 albums that charted on the Billboard 200. Nas, on the other hand, has 16 albums that have charted top 10 and 24 albums that have charted on the Billboard 200. This isn't even a conversation.
exactly. It ain't even a conversation, and we just gonna go off the numbers like Jim Jones say. Again, Nas was already regarded a legend after Illmatic. So why in the hell does someone like Jim Jones think he in the conversation? And literally, the rapper that Nas was beefing with, he potentially changed his style into the way of how Nas rap. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't got to mention the name on her. But anyway, we're going to go and get back to the video, man, and we're going to wrap it up.
And we're using the metric that you told us to use. I am confusion, bro. What is even going on right now, bro?
So Shannon Sharp and Ocho, they had Jim Jones on Nightcap, and they got into a heated confrontation. I would like to highlight that clip for you guys in today's video. If you stuck around this long already, I really do appreciate it.
Like this, Jim. Hey, bro, you been at this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it. I'm put it to like this, Jim. Hey. Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas? I'm put it to like this, Jim. Hey, bro, you been at this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah,
Y'all
but look how
ain't
you
effing with
dress.
Nas.
Look how you dress. You don't even be in the same places I be in. The
But
things that we listen to.
I can be in the church house. You can't F with Nas lyrics.
I
I don't know who told you that. Now look, y'all know you on that good stuff, but you're not seeing Nas.
Bro,
You're
it's a
not
bunch
seeing
of
Nas, bro.
You got a bunch
Let's
of
be
40
real.
and 50, you got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better than
It don't
Nas.
matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Nobody,
ain't all in your
ain't
all in your
nobody from
feelings.
Dipset gonna
Shannon,
take you
that
over
shirt-
Nas.
that
Nobody
shirt
from the
too-
Diplomats
that
but
shirt-
you.
That
Hey,
shirt too
I got
tight.
hold on,
You
Jim.
ain't
Hold
F with
on.
Nas.
That shirt too
Let's
tight.
be real.
Hold on.
That
Jimmy,
shirt too tight. You want to go back
hold
to
on.
I really mean it? I really mean it started. We could go back to
but
the
I'm just
history,
saying,
bro.
for you to
Don't
even
do
say
that, bro.
that.
The difference.
Hey, Jim, while you talking, you need to get with the
I'm
lot.
still playing.
Jada them done cooked all in the verses.
I'm still playing. I'm still playing at a
Jada,
high level. You
hey,
better check my record, you heard?
jumping up the
I'm
Nas.
still playing
You
at
need
a
to
high
go back
level.
and get Jada. Jada them cooked y'all.
I'm rapping at a high level. You better check my stats, bro. I will
we
run
not
circles
denying
around
that.
Nas rapping right. I will run circles around Nas rapping right now.
Yeah.
You see what I mean, bro? Like, come on, bro. I know what I'm doing on camera, but bro, this shit here is funny, man. Like, this man literally believe Jim Jones literally believe he's out rapping Nas lyrically. He literally believes that he's rapping circles around Nas now. Nas just got finished on a 6-album run. Might drop 6 albums in what, 3 years? That might drop 6 albums in 3 years with one fucking producer. One of the albums won a Grammy, bro. His first one ever in his legendary career. So what is we talking about? And I ain't going by just that metric. It's just like, bro, like come on, bro. Like come on, bro. Like, seriously, man.
Right now, I will run Saturn around Nas right now rapping. Everybody knows that. You heard? He's just doing this for the views to get Jim Jones on there to get him hot. I understand, but you don't know Nas lyrics. You don't know Nas.
You better check the podcast space. Now you better talk.
Sing 16.
Hey,
this
is the biggest podcast you ever been on.
Name one Nas right.
This is the biggest podcast you ever been on. You know podcast you been on bigger than this one.
Hold on. Be off topic.
I'm not a podcaster.
No.
This is what I do. You see
God
me in your feelings? You see me in your feelings?
When you get big, you get invited to Club Shay Shay.
This is what I do.
Nas get invited to Club Shay Shay. Jada can get invited to Club Shay Shay. You not on that level yet, bro.
It's for little young white girls. Chill out. Set it up.
I'll be the I live for dump truck load guys like you.
What you want to start on?
Small. You ain't in my league,
What you want to start on?
How you want to do it? You ain't in my league.
What you want to? Shannon, I will go crazy on you. What do you want to do? I weigh 195.
Hey,
I weigh 195.
Hey, Jim.
You a lightweight.
You better go to my Instagram.
I don't do anything for show. Just me and you. And I just want you to know that I kick your ass doing what you do.
Okay, so that's Shannon Sharp and Jim Jones going at it live on Nightcap, man. They addressed each other back and forth. Yeah, guys, like I said, the conversation got heated. Sometimes it went left. Ocho.
I gotta stop it. I can't watch no more of this. Hell no, man. God damn. Man, I'm gonna end this shit right here, man. Hell no. Oh no. But anyway, that's my time of the deep thought, man. This shit done got right out of hand, man. But I'm gonna say this and I'm done with it, bro. Jim Jones, I mess with you, bro. You respect it, you feel me? But at the end of the day, you can't fuck with Nas, bro. You in your lane, Nas in his lane. We gonna keep it like that. We just gonna keep it like that. We ain't finna go no further with it. After this video, I don't need to see nobody else making a video about this. Because this shit is done for. Real talk. It don't even matter, man. But anyway, man, I'll see y'all in the next video. Shout out to Top One Stop and Self-Talk for the videos today, man. I will catch y'all in the next video soon. Peace. One love.